Hello, Helen. It's lovely to speak to you on the 40th anniversary of starting of your business. Congratulations, darling. You arrived on November the 5th, 3 days late, but on Fireworks Day. And you have been a bright, sparkling firework ever since. Your father said you were the prettiest little thing he did ever see. You were £6 10 ounces, as I believe, and we loved you both of us, right from the moment we saw you.
With your charisma, you light up the room everywhere you go. You've achieved something really great, changing people's lives all over the world. Very, very proud of you. Lots of love.
You asked me to write mass jokes. I didn't know that I could actually formulate a system like that. But here I was able to expand maths as a language and as a logical way of children reasoning it out for themselves. And I could see it working. Helen, you pushed me and boosted my confidence and my self-belief. I am so proud of everything that you have achieved in your business and in life. Love you very much.
From the second we were born, she was really interested, one, in the correct way of giving birth in order to maximize her and our experience of it and potential. She was already entrepreneurial in her mindset then. She was researching, she doesn't just take things as they are, she goes into very deep knowledge. And it was all about early childhood education, the bond between her and us.
The method works, and it's wholesome. It's one of these things that once you learn and you get to know, you look at it and go, why didn't anyone else think of this? This is so easy, this is so natural.
Even when she started as a single teacher to teach on a mountaintop, it was always about helping us develop and eventually this is knowledge she was very passionate to share with the world and with other people.
Through fun, through games, through background hearing, I really did grow up with a mother who was all about joy. She actually created her own tapes. She hand wrote some of the books, she printed them, she recorded on a tape recorder at home some of the songs for background hearing. When my mother was growing up in school and high school in England, she really loved performing. She used to love to sing and stand on the stage. She did make that vision come true in the first few years when she was singing and acting in everything. She just sat down and wrote this script. A few months later, she was already filming it, and that was Botty the Robot. She sits there and she really looks like a BBC anchor or a newsreader. She's so very good.
People who connect to the message can't leave the message alone. They connect to this same mission that she's on, and they go on the journey together.
When I think how the company's developed, what it's become today, I often have to chuckle to myself. When I first arrived at Helen Doron, the offices where Helen lives, far less elaborate offices, and everyone had to take a turn of taking home the dirty tea towels to wash at home and bring back to the office. Helen didn't seem to think this was a strange thing to do. Lunch was still served in saucepans. Often you would get a saucepan on the table. It was a communal business. It was quirky in a lovely way.
Well, they did start with 1 or 2 rooms in the office building in my village and ended up taking more and more and more rooms and more rooms and more rooms. And it grew and it grew and it grew. And at some point, they just didn't have enough space.
We decided we'll have to build the Helen Doron Ltd house where the offices are today. We began and Helen said, within a year we were moving over. And everybody laughed because it was not possible to do it. And after a year, we actually moved to the new offices. That was a party, and as Helen said, we did the impossible, as usual, because that's what Helen Doron was about.
First of all, I think what we do, it's so important. You know, it's education. The end product means everything to me. It's really something that you can feel passionate about.
You see those hundreds of teachers standing there singing in a huge conference room. You see the franchisees and how related they are to the system and to the network and to the product and to the vision and to the programs we're offering. And you cannot but fall in love with this whole network.
27 years later, I'm here, and the company means the endurance of the human spirit, the vision, the ability and the foresight to push ahead against all odds, against tremendous difficulties which have arisen on the way, and to provide dissemination of English language teaching all over the world. It's certainly something quite admirable.
Teaching children not just obviously languages, but about values in life.
What we teach in the courses and what we teach in the learning centers has become part of our personal life values.
Everybody, all of us who have worked here, we realize the amazing power of the method and of the materials.
All we do, you know, and I'm involved in all of the behind the stuff, operational things, but I see that it's there to support the end customer, which is our children.
I think all the team, doesn't matter what level, were extremely capable, and they came up with little pearls along the way.
I've grown through Helen Doron. You know, I started as an account manager and now I'm on senior management.
Challenging, always challenging, and very hard work, and loads of dogs and cats in the middle, and I loved it all.
My first impression of Helen was that she was very well dressed.
I remember when I first started, I was a bit scared to talk to her. She was like this untouchable thing. But now, obviously, I work side by side with her, and she inspires me in her passion.
Just, you know, led the way and
the values of life, and she brings that into everything that she does.
There was something magical.
I was always amazed at her ability to find new ideas and new programs to develop her vision.
She's a person who has a dream and turns that dream into reality.
Yes, it can be frustrating. Yes, sometimes it can be scary. You have challenges and you need to find a way to overcome them.
Not all the stories that your lawyer can remember are worthy of repetition, so I'll reserve the right of silence on that.
She's an amazing personality. She's a great mentor.
So positive in everything she did, and she does certainly achieve so much, not just through her programs, but through the encouragement which she gives other people.
The entrepreneurship that Helen and the company have shown over all these years have certainly proved themselves.
I think it's really impressive that she's been able over the years to gather together the group of master franchisees who are talented business people who believe in what they're doing and manage to prove that good education can make for good business.
The system has now been going for 40 years. All we can do is take our hats off to Helen and the company and all the people who've been involved in this project. Something certainly has been achieved, and some much more is still waiting to be achieved in the years ahead.
We have new products that we're offering all the time, new lines of businesses that we're always considering. The sky is the limit for Helen Doron.
I wish for her, of course, all of the happiness in the world.
oh, that just to continue being Helen.
I wish that she enjoys all her grandchildren and the many to come.
I'm sure she's not finished with her dreaming.
She's not afraid to say, oh, I'm going to be in 40 countries, or I'm going to have 1,000 learning centers. I don't think she ever was afraid of anything like that. I just think that she walks the road that she sees ahead.
The family is Helen Doron.
I am honored and privileged and forever grateful for being given this opportunity to pollinate the lives of my students with your positive energy, and with the positive energy this method spreads around the world.
Thank you very much for the past, for the present, and for the future to come. I wish you all the best.
Happiness and health, certainly.
As an educational figure, as an entrepreneur, and a person with more vision and drive than I could ever imagine to have myself.
Many more years of huge success, of more goals to achieve.
For everybody, happy 40.
She's my model for correct parenting as well. I want to give my children the support and parenting experience that I got, because I cannot think of anything better than that.
Helen, as we celebrate the 40th anniversary, we honor your visionary leadership. You have built an amazing international network, the first of its kind, brought educational franchising to countless countries, and inspired educational professionals while improving the lives of millions of children. Not only have you established your own legacy, but you have also empowered educational professionals around the world to create their own local legacies. On behalf of employees, franchisees, and teachers around the world, we thank you.